Hey guys, how are you all doing today, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the Makeup Mummy family. And guys, if you are new to my channel, it'd be awesome if you can hit that subscribe button and join me here at Makeup Mummy. And if you do, remember and hit that bell, as that will notify you every time I upload, which is Fridays and Sundays. Okay guys, so today we're talking about Primark palettes. I have two of them that I've kind of been using now a couple of times just to sort of get a feel for them, see what I feel on the pigmentation, just if they perform well, and the overall colours, price, packaging of the palettes themselves. So if you guys want to see what palettes I'm talking about, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I used a mixture of both of these palettes here today, and the palettes we're talking about is the Glitter Junkie palette, which is this one right here, and the Exotica palette, which is this one right here. So I'm going to talk about the Glitter Junkie one first. This is probably the first one I got out of the two. Now they both retail for £4, so really inexpensive, and they're both £9. They both come without mirrors, which is a little frustrating because I do like when I'm doing my makeup and I'm holding my palette, I do like to be able to have a mirror just so I can see what I'm doing, but it's no biggie. So this is what it looks like on the front. So you've got your Glitter Junkie there, and you've got this like flower design, if you like. You've got like the chandelier effect going over here, and the writing on the front is like that holographic silver writing. Yeah, I like the packaging, and it is obviously white. On the back you have that it's the eyeshadow palette, Glitter Junkie. You have all your ingredients on the back. You're getting 9 eyeshadows, which is 1.5 grams, and the net weight is 0.05 ounces. And you're getting 24 months with this palette as well, so that's not bad. And when you open it up, this is what you see right here. So as you can see, no mirror, which again is a little frustrating, and then you get the same design as you get on the front. The only difference is you don't get the Glitter Junkie writing, you just get this little design here, which to me looks like arrows. Actually, that's what it is 3 arrows crisscrossing over one another. And then you get these colours right here. So this is like a silvery foil base, and then you get your colours here. So as you can see, very, very vibrant and fun colours, very, very summery. You've got this blue here, which I have used today, we'll talk about that. You've got this one here, which is more like of a deep pink. You've got a purpley lilac, a green, a gold yellow, you've got like a teal, you've got this one here which looks white in the pan, but actually it's got a pink shift, so it's like a pink iridescent. And then you've got a peachy coral, and then you've got another purple, which again I used here today. Now guys, some of these colours you do have to work on, you know, you have to build. Some are more pigmented than the others. One shade I particularly really like out of this palette, which is unusual for me, is this green here. Now this is a shimmer, and it's absolutely stunning guys. It's what I've got on in the corner, sort of inner corner there. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade, and this one is quite pigmented. The blue, which is sort of another satin finish, sort of more on the shimmer side, but not quite. I felt I had to work with that. If you use a small chubby pencil brush, which is what I used here today, it does go on relatively well, but I felt I just needed to build a couple of layers up to get it to the intensity that I wanted. It still is a beautiful shade and very, very workable, but I did have to build on it guys. Now inner corner I think I actually used from the Exotica palette, so we'll talk about that in a second. I'm going to swatch these for you so you can see. My hair. So we're going to start off with this white at the top. Now actually this one I've mistaken, I've told you a lie guys. This one isn't the pink shift, the pink shift is in Exotica. This one here is actually more like of a silver, as you can see there. And I'm just going to put that down there. So as you can see, it's a beautiful, beautiful shade. I would maybe use this as a topper or inner corner highlight or a brow bone highlight. It is absolutely stunning. And like I said, guys, I do apologise if you hear any thumping and banging, but someone downstairs is obviously hammering, which is rather frustrating. They would have to pick the minute I start filming. So this is the Coral Peach shade. So as you can see, another beautiful, beautiful shade. And we're just going to pop that next door. So that's that shade there. I did feel that I had to build this one up a little. It's not bad. I used this as a transition shade today just to go in and lay a little bit of colour down, and it was okay. I just felt you had to build on it a little bit. They do have a little bit of crumbliness to them, nothing major. Some of them are actually packed quite firm in the pan. Now that's not always a good thing, because then you can't get a lot of pickup, you can't get a lot of colour on the brush. So that's what I mean by some of them are not as pigmented as others. You know, you have to work on some of them. Now this one here, which is one of the purples I used today. So as you can see, it is a beautiful, beautiful shade, guys. I really, really do like this one. So let me just pop that there for you. So as you can see, very, very pretty colour. Does go in the eye quite intense. You know, again, it's not like one tap and it's bam, there's colour. It's not like that at all. But it did go in the eye very, very nice, and it applied really, really well, blended really well. So I will say that for them, that they do blend with so much ease, and they do look nice on the eyes, guys. But is it the most pigmented palette that you're going to pick up? No, but it's £4. So this one here is one of the teals. I have indeed used this, not in the look today, but I did use this in a different look. And we're just going to pop that right down there. So as you can see, that is that one there. That one I do like also. Like I said, I used that in a previous, I think it was actually to do maybe a coloured cut crease maybe. I can't remember, but if you go over to my Instagram, I'll leave the handle here. There was a look or two looks that I've done with these palettes, and I did indeed enjoy this one. Now this one is more like of a yellowy gold. As you can see, very, very reflective. That one is there. Now, guys, I haven't used this as an all-over colour. I have played about with that shade as like that in Inner Corner. Actually, today I have a mixture of this one and the yellow gold that's in the Exotica. And I've just got it on the very, very, very inner corner there, just ever so slightly, just to add a little bit of gradient between the colours that we've got down today. Now, let's move on to this teal green, lime green. Bam. I love this shade, guys. This has to be probably my favourite shade out of the entire palette. I just find that this one holds more pigmentation, more pop, more wham in your face. I absolutely love this shade, and I've used it quite a few times, and every time I've used it, it's worked perfectly well. So that's a thumbs up for that shade right there. Now this one is the blue that we were talking about. It's sort of like more of a satiny finish. It's kind of not a shimmer, but it's not matte either. We're sort of in between. Beautiful, beautiful colour. But this one, guys, as you can see, it's pigmented, but I just don't find it has the same pop as like the lime green. And when you see it in the pan, you kind of think, wow, that's going to be quite bright. But it actually comes off quite navy on the skin and navy on the eye. That's what I sort of have just here. Beautiful colour. Again, went on okay. I had to put a couple of layers on there. Went on the eye okay. After I built it up, I got it to the colour I wanted. Blended out nice. You know, I have had no issue with the blending of these eyeshadows, regardless of how pigmented or not pigmented they are. So this one here is a very, very vibrant pink. Again, I have not used this shade. Very, very soft, guys, these eyeshadows. You know, they are soft when you put your finger in them. Oh, that's pretty. That really is quite nice, guys. So that is that very vibrant pink there. And then last but not least, we've got this lilac, which again, I have not used, guys. So that is what this one looks like right here. So very, very pale lilac. And we'll just pop that next door to our pink. So as you can see, that is those colours. Not bad for pigmentation, but some of them just need a little bit of building on. Like this peachy one needs just a little bit of building. The navy one, if you want it more intense, you would have to sort of layer it up and build it up. But all in all, not bad for £4. Not bad at all. Now let's just move on to the Exotica palette, which is this one right here. So as you can see, this is their newest collection, guys. This is just in. Lots of like tropical holiday vibes going on, you know. And on the back, again, just the same as with the Glitter Junkie, you've got all your ingredients in there. The 9 eyeshadows at 1.5 grams, which is 0.05 ounces. And again, you're getting 24 months with these palettes. Now the same thing goes, no mirror on this palette at all. All you get is the design that you see on the front. So the leaves and all the different colours, you know, really tropical vibe. And then these are the colours you see. So on this particular palette, it's a matte black base, and then you've got these colours right here. Now, some of the colours are very similar to the Glitter Junkie. You know, I noticed when I put the two of them together, I thought, very similar indeed. Especially this one and the teal green from this one. They're very, very similar. There's just a slight difference. You've got these here, so the two yellow golds, again, they look very similar. One is just a little deeper than the other. The blues are different. This is more like of a cornflower blue. Then you've got an orange. The pink, again, very, very similar to the other palette. And then you've got this white. Now, instead of it being just a straight up silver, this one actually has a pink shift to it. So it is slightly different to what you'll see in the Glitter Junkie. But let me just put the two of them side to side for you guys, and you can see what I mean. So let me just... So as you can see, there are definitely similarities to these palettes, like the two teal colours, the two yellow gold colours, the two pinks. So do I feel you need both palettes? Probably not, guys. You know, if you pick one up, I think you'll be okay. But again, the blues are different. You've got that lime green in this one where you don't in this one. You know, you've got the peachy coral in this one, which you don't in this one. I think basically what Primark were trying to do, or what I think they were trying to do, is have these palettes that complement one another. So you've got the teal mattes, but then you've got the shimmer green in this one. You've got the really vibrant orange in this one, where you've got the coral orange in this one. So I think that's what they were trying to do in just giving you accent palettes that you could sort of work alongside, which they do. So now what I'm going to do is just get rid of all of these, and then we're going to swatch the Exotica palette for you guys. Okay guys, we are back and ready to swatch again. Now I'm going to swatch these for you, and then I'm going to use the ones that I feel are similar and put them next to one another so you can kind of see what I mean. So let's start off with swatching this. So I'm going to go with that teal shade because that is the first shade in the pan. And we're going to go down there. So as you can see, that is very, very similar, guys. Very similar. Let me just actually do that right now and swatch that teal. So that one there is from the Exotica, and that one there is from the Glitter Junkie. So as you can see, there's not much difference in these at all, guys. They are near identical. I would say this one is just slightly, and I mean the tiniest bit lighter than what this one, but I don't think once they're on the eye you would be able to tell, to be honest, what's what. So let's go with this purple here. So this is a lot deeper than what the other shimmer is. This one actually is very, very deep, more like berry-like. That is that there. So as you can see, rich, intense, that does like pack a punch. I do find the teal greens are very good, and this one is very good. That purple and the lime green are very good. Like I said, there's just certain shades that just don't perform as well. Now this is the other golden shade. And we'll pop that right next door to that purple. So this one is slightly deeper, and I'm just going to show you what I mean by picking the other one up. So that's the two golds there. So as you can see, this one is quite sheer compared to this one. This one's slightly deeper, a little bit more intensity, whereas this one is just sort of like a wash of colour. Now we've got a black here, and this black actually contains micro glitter particles. I don't know if you guys will even see that, but it's just little gold flecks of colour, and we'll pop that right there. Now as you can see, this black is not the blackest black you're going to find, guys. It is just a mediocre black, and it does have those glitter particles in. I didn't even like notice really those glitter particles, but they are there. Now we're going to go with this pink, and this one is very, very soft, guys. So that is that pink right there, and we're going to pop that next to the black. And then what I'm going to do is take the pink from the Glitter Junkie palette, and I'm going to pop that next door to that. So as you can see, those two also are very, very close together, guys. There's not much in it at all. I would say this is just slightly lighter and slightly more pink, like hot pink, than this one. But to be honest, again, just like the teals, there is not much difference in there whatsoever. And then you've got this purple right here, which is deeper than the lilac. So again, it is a lilac-y shade, but it's just on a deeper tone. So that is that right there. So that's quite a pretty colour. I haven't actually used that one before, so that is quite a nice shade. Then you've got this orange, which I have used. This one is a lot firmer than some of the other ones. Hang on till I see. Yeah. See, I just don't feel you get a lot of, like, I've had to go around the pan quite a bit to get that colour pay off. And even then, guys, you're just not seeing it. For as intense as it looks right here, when you start going in there, it just doesn't. It's so firmly packed that you just can't seem to get the colour pay off at all. Then you've got this one here, which is like that cornflower blue, and guys, I absolutely love this. As you can see, look how beautiful that is. On the eye, it does come off a little lighter than this, you know, and I do have to build it, but I like that because I tend to use that cornflower blue if I'm doing sort of like transition shades. I don't actually use it as a proper go in there shade, so it works great for me. And then we've got this one here, guys, which is that white, but it has that pink iridescent flow to it. And we're going to pop that right there if you could. See, so you can't even, it's a very, very subtle colour, and I just used this on top of the other white from my inner corner today. I don't actually know what's going on with my eyes today. They're just melting off. It is very, very warm today, and everything seems to be just moving and leaving its mark under my eye, which I'm hating. Every time I look in the mirror and I get it set looking good, and then it just comes flying off my face. I don't know why. But that's that, guys. But that is the look we created here today, guys. It is just a very, very, like a gradient of colour, sort of the purples, the blues, the greens. Am I completely in love with this look? Probably not, guys. It's probably not my best work, shall we say. But it was just sort of to show you the colours and what you can create with these palettes. I do enjoy the palettes, I have to say. There are certain colours, like I've said many a time in this video, that you do have to work a little bit harder for. But guys, it's £4. It's not your Anastasia Beverly Hills. You're not going to get the pigmentation from the likes of those. You're not even getting the pigmentation that you would get from Revolution. But for £4, guys, you can't complain. They do blend really, really nice on the eye. Once you build the colours up, you get a really nice effect and a nice colour. And like I said, all the colours work well. And I definitely think these two palettes can be used together because, like I said, you've got your matte teals, but then you've got your shimmery lime green in there. You've got different colours that'll bounce off of one another with both. But you don't necessarily need both, guys. You don't need to run out and buy both of these because there are colours that are very, very similar in each of them. So if you just wanted to pick up one, go ahead. I would definitely, if I had to go back, obviously I'm an eyeshadow junkie, so I need both. I just need both. But I really like this one for that lime green that I showed you earlier. I just absolutely adore that colour. So guys, that is these palettes tried and tested. Like I said, I do think they're worth the £4. I like both palettes. There are pros and cons. There's some eyeshadows that work great. There's other eyeshadows that you really just have to build up on and that they're really wishy-washy. That bright orange from the Exotica palette is one of them. It's so just tightly packed in there, you just can't seem to get the colour off. The only downside is they don't have mirrors, either of them. But £4, 9 eyeshadows, and they are not bad. You know, they're not bad. They're just not bad. So guys, that is everything today. I really hope you've enjoyed this little video in these Primark palettes, and maybe you were thinking of picking them up, and it just kind of helps you decide whether you want both, whether you just want one, whether you even want any. Let me know in the comment box what you think of these palettes and if it's something you would think about picking up. So guys, that is everything for today. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, guys, it would be completely amazing if you could, guys. It would mean the world. And if you do, remember to hit your notification bell, because that means my videos will land in your subscription boxes. Because without the bell being on now, guys, with YouTube changing things up, you're not necessarily going to get to see my videos without that bell being on. So, wherever you are in the world, guys, whether it be day or night, remember to have a good one. Remember and stay safe. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.